What's up, TMNT fans? Omega TMNT channel here, and it appears that the current TMNT 2012 series is coming to an end pretty soon. Now, currently they are showing the Usagi Yojimbo episodes on Nickelodeon. I believe that's going to be a three-parter, and after that, there's going to be a few more episodes, and then that's it. It's coming to an end, and they are starting over again next year in 2018 with a brand new series called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have no idea what that's going to look like, but I hope it turns out to be interesting. I really do. But even with the current series coming to an end, I am really sad that we might not get to see certain characters get their own action figures. Now, Playmates Toys did announce that we are still getting action figures for the rest of this year. We are still getting the Monster Turtles, the Ghostbuster Turtles that just recently got announced. I believe they are going to be a Target exclusive first. And we are getting another Bebop and Rocksteady, but with their 80s retro clothes from the classic cartoon. But still, where are the other characters that never got their own action figures? So in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 14 picks of characters from the recent show that I would like to see get made into action figures. Now, there might be some characters that might be missing from this list, and I apologize for that, but this is currently my top 14 picks. So here we go. Starting out with number 14, where is Ice Cream Kitty? Now, Ice Cream Kitty's been around on the show for a long time, and on Target.com, there is a photo of a 3-pack that shows Ice Cream Kitty with Spike and Dr. Cluckingworth. But Playmates Toys never made that 3-pack set yet, so it's not really available for sale. So it would be nice if Playmates Toys made that 3-pack so we could get Ice Cream Kitty out there for the fans. Moving on to number 13. Where is Pigeon Pete? Pigeon Pete, one of the original members of the Mighty Mutanimals on the show, and we've never gotten his action figure. Come on, it would be nice to have an action figure of him to go along with Slash, Leatherhead, Monkey Brains, and Mondo Gecko. You know, so we could have the Mighty Mutanimals together. But I guess we might never ever get to see that action figure. Moving on to number 12. What ever happened to Krang Prime? Remember when one of the toy fairs, I think it was like a year or two ago, there was a prototype of the Krang Prime figure, and there was no like release date announced about him, or like no further information was given about that Krang Prime. But it would be nice to get a figure of Krang Prime to go with a army of Krang figures. So that really sucks. Alright, moving on to number 11. I would like to see a figure of Hun and the Purple Dragons. That would be really nice to see. Number 10. Where is Worm? Where is he? Worm has gotten his own action figure from the classic 80s toy line. But how come we can't get one from the current show, the current toy line? What's up with that? I would like to see a brand new action figure made for the brand new Worm. Moving on to number 9. Wingnut and Screwloose. I would love to see action figures of these guys. Like, if we could get them in like a 2-pack or something, that would be awesome. Man, so many great characters on this show that are not getting action figures. What's up with that? Moving on to number 8. Alopex. Now, if you've seen the recent episodes lately, you know that Alopex plays a huge part of Tiger Claw's history. There was one episode where they told a little bit of his backstory, and she was also the one responsible for his missing tail, I think, and his missing hand, which, she recently chopped off. But it would be awesome if we got an action figure of Alopex. So come on, Playmates Toys, make it happen. Please make it happen. Number 7, Salvanti Romero. There was a prototype photo shown of Salvanti Romero, I think from last year's Toy Fair, or maybe the year before that. I can't remember which year it was. But there was no further information given about that toy, so I don't know if we are or are not still getting a Salvanti Romero figure. Number 6, since I mentioned Salvanti Romero, of course we got to get a Renee figure, since she was part of the time-traveling episodes that included Salvanti Romero, so it would be really great if we gotten a toy of those two. Number 5, where is Shinigami? Come on, Shinigami is awesome. Seeing her work together with Karai in the recent episodes, which is pretty cool. So it would be awesome to get an action figure of her so we could stand her side by side with Karai. Come on, we gotta get an action figure of that. Number 4, now this one really saddens me a lot. Mona Lisa. We might never get to see an action figure of Mona Lisa. Unless Playmates Toys are secretly working on a toy of her. We don't know, they might be working on stuff behind the scenes. But since they announced that they're going to be working on toys for the new Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, we might never ever get to see Mona Lisa, and that really disappoints me a lot. Number 3, Sal Commander. Would love if we got an action figure of Sal Commander so we could have Sal Commander and Mona Lisa working together against Neutralizer. That would be awesome. Number 2, Zombie Shredder. Now, it would be great if we could get a decently sized version of Zombie Shredder, unlike what they did with Super Shredder, because Super Shredder was a little bit on the short side for his action figure, when in the TV show, he is gigantic. He is like the size of the Incredible Hulk, which brings me to mention this. I hope we get another version of Super Shredder that's much taller and much bigger instead of the short version that we've already got. But yeah, it would just be great if we got a taller version of Super Shredder and Zombie Shredder. Alright, my number 1 pick for figures that we might never get to see, of course, is Cavaxis. I love his design on the show, and I believe his classic action figure was called Hothead. But yeah, now it's Cavaxis for the recent 2012 cartoon series, and it saddens me a lot. We might never get to see a toy of him. But yeah, that's my top 14 picks for action figures we might never get to see for the TMNT 2012 series. Real quick, there is one action figure that did not make this list that I would like to see, and that is April O'Neil in her new suit with the black with the yellow stripes, and she has the fan for the weapon. So I would like to see a version of that April O'Neil, which we never gotten. We've gotten the original April O'Neil from like the first couple of series, or first couple of seasons, I mean. And then we've gotten the Dimension X April O'Neil. That's the only ones they made, if I'm not missing any. Yeah, that's the only 2 Aprils we've gotten. So anyways, I would love to see an action figure of the new April O'Neil, and I would love to see an action figure of Casey Jones with his new mask, but unfortunately, Playmates Toys announced that we're not getting any of these figures because they're currently working on figures for the brand new show next year. I don't know, unless they are, and they are not saying anything. They're keeping quiet. They're keeping everything a secret. One can only hope, right? But anyways, that's my video for my top 14 action figures we might never get to see, which I am very, very disappointed by this. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next TMNT video. Later. Cowabunga.